Hey guys! I hope that you guys are doing amazing wherever you are in the world. My name is Shikha and I welcome you to my channel. I'm so grateful as always that you guys are listening, subscribing, and commenting. I appreciate the support. And obviously, if you guys want to support me further, you can go to my Patreon link. The link is in the description below, and you can support me by giving $1 a month, $2, $5, whatever you prefer. In this video, I wanted to speak to you guys about alignment with your vision, with your mission, with your values. A lot of people, and I'm saying a lot of people because I get these emails. I used to get these emails a lot. Now that I've cut off emails, maybe I won't get them anymore. But I get a lot of people messaging me saying the same thing over and over again, right? It's like the same kind of vein that they're talking about, basically asking me how I can stay so consistent with what I do, how I can stay so motivated with what I do, and how can they do the same thing because they have had an issue with this exact thing. They started something very excitedly, they decided that this is what they wanted to do, and they worked on it for a few weeks, perhaps even just a few days, and then they got bored or something happened. They had to go on a trip, or they had to go to the hospital, or they were sick, and something like that happened. And when they came out of it again, their motivation was gone, their enthusiasm for the project was gone, and they stopped doing the work, right? And so a lot of people message me asking me, how can they stay as consistent, as creative as I do? And it's interesting because I've actually been thinking about this myself. Like, what is the difference between them and me? Because there really shouldn't be that much difference. I'm not in any shape or form better than anyone else out there. Yes, I'm more consistent, and yes, I work really hard every single day, but a lot of people work hard. There are a lot of smarter people out there than me, a lot of more motivated people out there than me, but I find that in the consistency contest, there really is no one that really beats me. Very few people actually would beat me in that because I stay consistent for a long period of time and I'm able to keep up with it, right? And so I really started thinking to myself, and I started talking to people about it. What do you think is the difference? Why am I able to stick to it, whereas other people are not able to? And for me, the question was more so that I can learn more about myself and keep on doing it. Because I didn't want to break the system either. I didn't want to wake up one day and be like, all right, I'm not going to do anything anymore, kind of thing, yeah? So it was odd for me as well, but it taught me something, and I thought that it would teach you guys something as well. So I wanted to share my revelation with you. And my revelation came because I realized that I was not always like this. And this is something that I want to share with you guys because I want you to have hope for yourself, because I was the most inconsistent person on this planet. I would start things and I never finished them. I started a million things. I would try them once, and if I did not do well at them, I would stop. Or I'd throw the thing in the far corner and never think about it. Or I'd get really angry or upset or frustrated or irritated because I wasn't good at it right away because I was a perfectionist. And so it was really difficult for me because if I wasn't perfect at something right away, I would not do it. And that meant that I did nothing. Yeah, I didn't start anything. I didn't do anything that I wasn't good at already. And some things I was natural at, obviously. Writing isn't something that I'm natural at. But I'm also really, at that point, I wasn't really great at it. So I stopped writing even at that point, which is insane because that's one of my things. I love writing. So I stopped writing. I stopped doing any kind of creative work. I stopped anything new. I stopped trying anything new. I was obviously not consistent with anything. I was just doing the basics. I was so afraid of being imperfect that I did not do anything. The thing that changed, I think, for me, and the thing that will change your perspective on being consistent, I believe as well, is that I started thinking about what my values are and what I really care about, right? Like, what do I really want to do with my life? Like, why am I here? What makes me happy, right? And so I started making all of these interesting lists of things that I want to do with my life, right? So I would look at the people around me, or I'd look at people online, and I would think about, okay, so what is it about them that makes me jealous? Or what is it about them that I want to emulate? What is it about them that I want in my life, right? And so I came up with a bunch of different things. One of them, obviously, was the fact that I wanted to be a digital nomad. I wanted to be location independent. I did not want to live in one country or one place for the rest of my life. I wanted to be able to move around. I wanted to travel. That was one of the major things. And obviously, my job at the moment, the marketing job that I was doing, did not allow me to do that. So that's one of the reasons I quit my job. And another thing I realized was I wanted to be more creative. I wanted to do more writing. I wanted to create more videos. That was a major revelation that came out of it. And in general, I just wanted to be more creative. I did not want to do anything like coaching or counseling because I really didn't like it. I tried it a couple of times. I just don't like it. It takes too much of my energy away, and I find that most people don't take my advice, and that really irritates me. And I know it should be just like I give my advice and that's it, but I wasn't able to do that. I wasn't able to cut myself off like that. So I also learned about what I didn't want to do in my life. Yeah, so a lot of lists came up from that, and from that I built a value system, a vision for my life, a mission. What do I want to do with my time on this planet? How do I want to live it, right? And because of that, I moved to Chiang Mai because I realized that Toronto is too expensive. Any Western country is too expensive, and I want to spend most of my time being creative. That means I want to live in a country that's cheap, so I'm not spending all of my time earning my money to be alive, but I'm spending some of it earning money and the rest of it just being creative. Right? And so that's one of the main reasons I moved to Chiang Mai. And obviously that was dictated by my values. Now, again, the reason why I'm saying this is because the reason I was able to stay consistent with my writing and my YouTube videos, the reason I'm able to do a video every single day, the reason I'm able to write 1,000 words every single day, and I've been doing this for 2 years straight now. 3 years straight. 3 years straight, I think, for the writing, and 2 years straight for the videos. So, and yes, I've been doing it consistently, and I'm not thinking that I'm going to stop anytime soon. I'm not looking in the future and saying, okay, yeah, in 2020, January, I'm going to stop doing this. No, I think this is something that's going to be my life for the rest of eternity, as long as I'm alive. And so that's why I'm able to be consistent with it, because it is in alignment with my vision and mission and values, right? And so a lot of people, what they do is that first of all, they don't have an idea what their vision or mission or values are. So then they are kind of working with values that their parents gave them, which are outdated sometimes, or not really in alignment with their own values, right? I did this for the longest time. I was told by my parents that I should become a doctor. And even though it seemed like a good idea at the time, and I was like, fine, yeah, let's do it. It's cool. My parents obviously know me better, so and they love me, so they obviously want the best for me, so let's do that. And little by little, as I discovered myself, I learned more about myself. I learned that that's something that I really don't want to do. Yeah, I did not want to spend my time, my entire youth and my 30s. I'd be probably in school until I was 35. I just did not want to do that. I wanted to live my life. I wanted to be out there traveling, working, living. And there was a bunch of other reasons. Obviously, I was also not smart enough to get into medical school, I'm so thankful for that, because I can't imagine my life right now if I wasn't doing what I'm doing right now. But because I was not clear about my own values, and most people aren't, we just follow what's going on around us, right? So if people tell us, oh, you should do that, I'm like, all right, cool, I guess I should do that because you're telling me to do it. If it's our parents, where they're like, you should go to this university, and we're like, all right, cool, we'll just do that. When you don't have a clear system, or you don't have a clear value system or a mission or vision for your life, obviously you're going to be meandering all over the place. You're not going to be consistent because it's not really going to fit in with what your vision is for your life. Right now, in this moment in time, I have a very clear vision and mission for my life. I know exactly what I want to do with my time here. Before I die, I have these things that I want to do. Obviously, I want to write every single day. I want to publish hundreds of books on Amazon, and I want to publish a video every single day until I die. That's basically it. It's not very creative, but it really aligns with who I am, and it feels good just to be able to say this out loud. I feel enthusiastic about it. I want to be able to do it for the rest of my life. And that enthusiasm, that consistency comes from that enthusiasm. It comes from that alignment, right? So if you are having a hard time being consistent or sticking to something, it's probably because it's not in tune with your own value. It's probably because you've kind of taken on someone else's value system, probably your parents or your friends or someone around you who has a better idea what they're doing with their life. And you're like, well, they seem to be doing well, so I'm going to just follow them. And that's obviously not going to work for you, yeah, because it's not in alignment with your value. Now, sometimes you might do a value system check and realize, yeah, this is actually in alignment with my value, and that's when you'll be able to be consistent. Until you realize this true fact that it is in alignment with your values, you won't be able to stick to it. And that's the basic essence of it. Right? So obviously the first step in this, and I've done a video on this to do about your value systems. I've done a video on it, so probably check it out. But check out your values. What is exactly do you care about? What do you want this world and this to be given by you? What impact do you want to make on it? What do you want to leave behind? What is your thing, right? And once you know your values, obviously that's when you start building things that are in alignment with it. Until that point, you won't be able to be consistent. You won't care about it. You might do it because you want money or you want fame or fortune, whatever it might be, but you won't be in alignment. No, you won't really care about it as much as you do when you're in alignment. Okay. I hope this makes sense. I hope I was able to explain myself to you. Again, if you guys have any questions about this, I'm not doing free advice anymore, obviously, but you can join my Patreon or, for $1 a month, $2 a month, $5 a month, or obviously you can ask people around you. I think the best way to figure out your values are asking the people around you. Okay. And if you guys want to support me further, obviously my Patreon link is in the description below. And I'll see you guys next time around. Bye for now.